Hello guys, here we're gonna be talking today about something a little bit different. There's not gonna be no watches today. I'm here to talk to you about this little guy. This little guy is the Behringer UCA 202. This is a very simple thing, but let me explain why I got this. We're gonna talk about mainly about this, but I'm gonna tell you why I got this, because this is a DAC. This is the digital to analog converter from USB to RCA. The reason why I had to, and I mean I really had to get something, was because this is my main thing. I use this. This is the FX-Audio DAC X-6. This is a digital to analog converter. Over USB, you get USB signal from your computer, or optical, or digital coaxial. You get one of those three, converted to analog, and you have an RCA output to your main amplifier. And this works perfect. This is like a really nice device. Also, when I got it, I opened it. Let me just show you, because I took the liberty to unscrew the screws. I got a few upgrades here. All these capacitors, these three here, these capacitors here, these two here, and these three here have been changed and upgraded, because this thing comes from China. Most of those capacitors, in my honest opinion, was fake. So I took the liberty of changing them, upgraded this DAC. It works superb. It's DAC and also a headphone amp. This is why it has a volume control here. Let me put it back in. And this worked perfectly until about a week ago. About a week ago, it just stopped. It stopped, and I was like, damn it, it doesn't work anymore. But actually what happened was just the USB input failed on me, and I'm not sure if this is the port itself or the decoding chip. It has let me show you. It has the, I don't know if you can see this, VIA. Oh, this is one of those chips that you can find on a motherboard in a computer. This is basically a audio card chip. It might have failed. I'm not sure, and I don't really let me just put it back in. It doesn't work. I've got it back in. I'm not sure if the chip failed or some kind of a loose connection or whatever, but it stopped working. I have checked the optical and it was working, so then I had to figure it out what I have to use to transfer the optical audio signal, not optical, the digital audio signal from my computer through USB, because my computer doesn't have optical out. And I had to get something like this that has a USB input and an optical out. It says it right here. You can see optical output. This thing, I'm gonna put a link in the description of the video. This thing is real cheap. In Europe is about 20 euro, 22 with the shipping from Amazon, from Amazon.de, and in the US it's about $20 or something like that. This thing works as a DAC by itself. It has an RCA output. You can plug this into your computer, plug this into your receiver or amplifier, and it works. It is not as loud as the FX-Audio DAC, because the RCA voltage is a little bit lower. This is about 1 volt, 1.2 volts, something like that, and this is a standard 2 volts, so it's louder. But this has also an external power supply. This does not. This gets powered off the USB. Also, for this 20 euro, you are getting an audio input. This is a really interesting one, because as well as a digital to analog converter, this thing is also analog to digital converter, which is like, what, really? Because for this price, let me remove this. This box is not needed. This is the box that it comes in. Nothing special, nothing fancy. You get some free audio interfaces, and not interfaces, but free audio softwares and something like that, but I'm not really interested in this. There, I got it away. And also one other thing that you get an headphone amplifier. This is really cool because you can use it with headphones, and not that you cannot use your headphones with your laptop or whatever, but this has much cleaner and louder output, which is nice. The only problem, and you should notice, if your headphones are less than, let's say, 35-40 ohms, this will not work well. This is made for 50 ohms or higher headphones, so I have tested it with my Audio-Technica M40Xs, which are 38 ohms, I believe. It works okay. It works okay, but I do not need to. I do not need to know. I don't have to put the volume too much, because the second half of it starts to distort. It has not made for low impedance headphones. So there is that. Also, I tried it with 32 ohm headphones. Those were my Superlux. You probably have heard about Superlux. They come from Taiwan. I mean, Taiwan. Oh yeah, Taiwan. Those are 32 ohms Superlux HD 681 Evo. Those are semi-open big headphones, really bassy, a little bit more bassy than regular, but not like Beats by Dr. Dre bassy, just a little bit more bass. They sound pretty good. They also work with this 32 ohms, as I said, but it starts to distort when you get half of the volume. Still loud enough for regular listening, but probably won't work like if you had headphones that are with higher resistance. So this is it, guys. I mean, value for money, what you're getting off of this is just outstanding. Yes, the build quality is, yeah, plasticky. This is really light, but still the cable sturdy and good. Outputs nice, good, steady. You get all that you need. And one more thing that I actually forgot about this: the output from here, the optical output, is the what they call bit perfect audio, and this means that the digital signal, the digital audio signal from your computer does not get modified in any way. This is not the case with this chip here. This chip that probably failed, the VIA, modifies the signal in some way. I'm not sure how exactly, but this thing, when I plug it into my computer and then go optical from here to optical here, and then get the RCA to my receiver, this way sounds better than this thing when it had the USB working. I don't know what the difference is. Both are digital signals, but probably it's the processing, and probably the chip, the VIA chip in here, used to make some modifications to the sound, and that probably made it worse. This thing is perfect for whatever. If you are on the market for whatever digital to analog converter or just a digital pass-through, this is the thing you need. Behringer is actually a really well-known company. They're from Germany, and some of them of their products might be a little bit flimsy looking, but most of their products look good. You will probably not find a bad review about their products, because price-wise, value-wise, they are superb. They are superb, and this is why I wanted to show you this, because it's just a good buy. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for spending the time. I hope you enjoyed this video about my broken FX DAC X-6 and about my new little gadget that I needed and actually found to enjoy. Thank you very much, and see you soon again.